2.
Hello, Ken. I would like to ask you a few questions about this course you're going to offer, Speak to Lead in Mallorca.
Yes.
First thing I would like to know is what would I get? What tools would I take that can be useful for me?
Sure. Okay. So Barbara, I am one of the people. My name is Ken. I'm one of the people who will be leading your course. Your course is on the 1st, 2nd of March from 9 to 5. And then on the Monday, the 4th, from 6:30 to 8:30, coming very soon. So those are the times. So what I provide in the course is mindset coaching. So I'll be coaching you like many people. When your first language is not English, you are afraid to speak in public in English. In Spanish, it may be perfect. But when you try to do the same in English, something you're already good at, you're not good. So I work with the mindset that stops you from being completely freed up when you're speaking in English, because you might think, oh, my accent is wrong, or am I saying the right words? All that kind of things that comes to mind. You don't say out loud, but you are inhibited by it. So I work on that side of it to get you completely free and fully freed up and self-expressed in front of people in English, as well as good as you are now when you're speaking in Spanish.
And you've said that there will be many colleagues of you and yourself delivering the course. It's all about public speaking in English, or we're getting extra bonus out of it?
So anyone else want to answer Barbara's question? We have.
Yes, I could add something. Actually, we coach you in public speaking. I'm Brigitte Deneck. I'm a vocal coach with a difference, and I'll explain why. Actually, I deal with the physical foundation of power, and that means breath, that means grounding, and that means also verticality. And my work is physical. At the same time, it's also a way to overcome your obstacles because you feel more confident from that. So that's what people will get, which will last and which can be developed later, because it's a skill for life, isn't it?
Yeah, right. And one more thing. If I'm okay, it's 3 days course, is it?
Well, 2 full days and 2 hours, really. 2 full days and 2 hours, yeah.
In the evening, the last evening.
Yeah.
And then there's many theories about public speaking and learning to be a good communicator for delivering speeches and conferences. But I'm pretty sure that we all learn by doing. So is it a mostly theoretical course, or it's more practical?
I can answer that. So Barbara, yeah, so you're right. There's if you search the internet, there's articles everywhere and videos everywhere about what you should do, what you shouldn't do as a kind of public speaker when you're kind of being in front of an audience. And yeah, you're absolutely right. The course is very practical and focused on you and who you're being in front of an audience, but also about what you want to create with your audience. So it's very dynamic, looking at working with you, being free in front of an audience, but kind of creating an outcome that you want to live out there with your audience, rather than being in your own head around what you should be doing or what you shouldn't be doing. So it's very practical, yeah, there's lots of kind of do's and don'ts about what you should do and what you shouldn't do, but we coach you to find a way of being that really inspires you in front of an audience and gets you thinking about what you want to create and what the difference you want to make with your audience, because the words that you come out of your mouth, the things that you say, make a massive difference to the people around you. That's why it's called Speak to Lead, because you're speaking in front of an audience, but you're also providing leadership to an audience and creating an outcome and a result. Could be inspiring people, could be keeping people informed about a topic, could be enrolling people in a kind of action or a cause you're passionate about. But it's very much a kind of live course with you, working with you to create a powerful way of being.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's my phone going
Someone
off.
else wants to ask a question.
And then,
Can I call you back in 2 seconds? A live video call?
for most of us, trying to speak in public with language that is not our own language, is a foreign language, it's a second language for us. It's a hassle. So is it a handicap if we don't have the right level of English to attend this course, or we would be working on that too?
I can answer some of that because I've been also involved in teaching in foreign languages. And I know we have an expert who is not here today, and she also specializes in something I myself practiced, which is accelerated learning. And this rests on creating the confidence so that you are more involved in communication than in the nitty-gritties of the language. And with that comes everything else. I can guarantee you learn faster, and you are more confident in your delivery, and your audience is really, attracted by you, even with maybe a slight foreign accent, which gets softened in the process. Anything else you want to add, Ken?
Yeah, again, I've spoken to Leslie. I have a video from Leslie. I'll play it for you and everyone else who want to see it as well, an introduction video. Because she's not there, I've asked her to record a video about what she does and how she does it. So I'll show that to you in a moment. But a lot of it is for people who are aware of English, has some command of English. If you can't speak any English or understand any English, it's too much for you in too short time. We will be able to do it later on over a longer period of time, but you need to have a good grasp of English, not like a professorial grasp of English, but a basic grasp of English. And if you have that, then that's perfectly fine with us.
Okay, so we need to have a certain level.
A basic.
Tips on how new vocabulary and feeling more confident using the language with an English teacher or an English coach.
Exactly. So you need a basic level of language, I would say like a business level of language. You can understand someone speaking, and you are able to reasonably well answer what they're saying. That's all you need. And then Leslie will help you to, be confident in what you're saying without having to worry about it. We will practice all this a lot. That's why it's 2 days long. And we only have maybe 10 to 13 people in the room. So we won't have like 20 or 30 people. So we will work with every individual person and make sure each person's language is comfortable to them. Okay? So.
Small group, because we'll be able to get a lot more out of it than being a massive group.
No, it's a small group. It's not a massive group. It's a very intimate group, and we will work with each individual as well as the group. So that's why we have set it that way, and that's why it takes 2 days because of the work. Yes, there's 4 people working on 12 people. Sorry.
What would be the agenda for the 2-3 days course?
Yeah. So maybe Chris, your voice has gone down a lot. Could you maybe increase
my voice?
No, Barbara's voice. Barbara. I can't hear very well now. Maybe it's the sound.
Yeah, it's better.
Okay.
Okay. So Chris, can you answer that question?
Yeah. So the first day is kind of really creating the Friday is kind of creating the foundations of the course with you, and kind of really understanding kind of doing a diagnosis with you as a speaker to understand your strengths and weaknesses. And both, myself, Brigitte, Ken and Leslie will kind of work with you to understand kind of where you're at as a speaker, what works for you, and the areas and barriers that are kind of holding you back, and really starting to kind of look at the mindset as well. So understanding the kind of issues and circumstances that kind of the conversations that get in the way between you making a difference to an audience. We also kind of video you in that initial kind of diagnostic to kind of, you get to see how you come across to other people. And the last time we did that, people have real breakthroughs, kind of seeing the way they come across and all the little things you do as a speaker that you may not be aware of. So we kind of really show that to you, so you can be clear in that first day, that kind of the as is, where you are as a speaker, and creating an outcome where you want to get to, so the difference you want to be able to make to your audience. And then the next 2 days are really kind of working with you to actually, first of all, create your final speech. So you deliver a final speech on the is it the Monday evening or the Tuesday?
Monday evening. Monday.
It's Monday evening.
We work with you to kind of create that as an outcome that you're working towards, delivering a final speech to an audience of kind of peers and colleagues that you want to speak to. And then we kind of coach you. It's very kind of one-to-one direct personal coaching, with Brigitte bringing in the voice yoga work, Ken and myself bringing in the kind of leadership and mindset work. So intensive kind of one-to-one coaching over that kind of second day, but also lots of live practice. So you'll be doing practice run-throughs in front of the video, in front of your peers, in front of the mirror as well, so you can be okay with yourself in front of an audience. And on that second day, also work with you around kind of speech preparation. So how to prepare for a speaking event, how to kind of craft and structure your speech. And kind of towards the end of that day, you leave with a kind of draft, a draft speech that you're ready to kind of deliver on that final evening. And then the final day is again lots more delivery, lots more practice, because the only way for you to kind of really grow and develop as a speaker is to do lots of practice and then receive feedback and coaching from each of our different perspectives. So that third day is really kind of setting you up to be able to deliver that speech powerfully. And then
it's kind of a final event.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. The final event is the kind of main outcome of the course. You've created a speech that inspires you, that you're passionate about, that you want to deliver to people, and we invite you to have invite colleagues or peers, or to have one or two guests there that you want people to hear your speech. So, for example, in the last one we ran, we had to work very closely with a virtual assistant who runs her own virtual assistant business, and she created a really inspiring pitch and presentation about her business. So she invited people that she wanted to kind of make connections with and make business connections with, but we also had a really amazing singer who wanted to develop and grow as a singer, and we created a speech with her that had both singing and a kind of so she's sung really beautifully and sung a kind of introduction to her main piece, but then also went into a speech about herself and about why she's doing what she's doing, and really kind of inspired people. And she invited people that she wanted to make a kind of connection with and share with herself about. So that final speech is really for you to have a breakthrough in being an inspiring speaker and being able to make a difference and an impact and provide leadership to an audience, and having the people around there that you want to make a difference to. So you leave not just having grown as a speaker and as a leader, but also with connections and a kind of testing out of ideas and things that you want to share with people.
Okay, and in this final event and with the speeches, every one of the participants in the course are going to deliver. Are they going to get any material they might use later on in the internet or whatever? Or?
Yes. So we throughout the course, when we kind of deliver a piece of coaching or support, we have very kind of practical tools and practices to improve as a public speaker and develop as a speaker that will tailor for you depending on your situation and the kind of issues and things that hold you back. But we always give you very practical handouts and worksheets so that you can continue to develop as a speaker. But that's I suppose more kind of traditional learning. But what we find is we creating that final speech on the Monday evening, it unlocks everything in you, so you get the training within you as a speaker, and you kind of know what to do and where to go next as a speaker, if that makes sense. You're so attuned to kind of where you're at as a speaker and the outcome that you want to create with your audience, that you'll start to be able to coach yourself, which is kind of a really key principle of leadership and the course.
Okay.
Yeah, so you only have to do the course once and it will stay with you for the rest of your life. You don't have to repeat it anymore. And the other thing is that Monday evening session is going to be videoed, and you will get your own video of your speech, and well as the highlight video of the whole event on Monday evening. So are you okay to speak?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get that. So you get that as part of the course. That video you can display on your website, or you could share with friends or anything like that. Also, it's for you to see for yourself how different you are. We're going to shoot you at the beginning, and then you will see yourself on the first day when we just start, and you will see how you are after. There's like 2 videos are very, very, very stark, very different. Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm more than ready.
Good. Any other questions before I share the video of Leslie, so you hear what Leslie has to say as well?
I don't think so. Not right now. I might have some more questions later on, but right now, that's okay for me.
Okay, so let me share this video of Leslie. This is Leslie Hosner, and she...
Hello, I'm Leslie Hosner, and I'm an English language coach. And I'm one of the 4 experts who's going to be helping you in the Speak to Lead course in Mallorca.
I don't hear it.
No, we can't hear very well.
You can't hear her? Oh.
But if the video is on the web or somewhere else, I can check and look at it. I'll take my time.
Yeah. We will have a video of each of us then I'll stop sharing this. We will have a video of each of us, on the website, and this video itself will be on the website for people to see.
The thing is, if you have videos of each of you explaining your part on the workshop or on the course, if I start working on my Facebook or whatever, I can use them and show them not all at a time, but one after another. So why not? And then if you do a final video answering the questions about the course, this can help. And then we can talk again anytime and see what I can do or what you recommend. And then I'll move it here with my contacts, not only on my Facebook, but only face-to-face and knowing people that I know they're interested in it. So I'll try to help you out, because helping you is helping myself. So I want to do it. If we make it, if we find the people, we'll go ahead with it. So
perfect. Yeah, that's all we want. That's perfect. Yeah, that's
that I'm awfully sorry, but I have to go now because
I understand. Okay, let me stop the recording, and I will speak before we go as well. Okay.